In this video, I'll tell you about Philippines Customs finds only 3 out of the 12 luxury cars in the flood project case. A woman runs around town only wearing shorts when you simply can't take chesmas anymore, and more. Beginning with the Philippine Peso, the USD exchange rate right now, $1 is equal to 57.3. And stick around till the end of the video. I'll share a story of how someone tried to charge me over $160,000 on my credit card. Here's our main story. Only 3 out of the 12 luxury vehicles subject to a search warrant were found at the Discaya compound, a Maserati and a Land Cruiser, says Customs Commissioner. An unlisted car was also found and will be checked if imported. The BOC vowed to trace the rest. So if you don't know right now, the Bureau of Customs Commissioner Ariel Napomuceno vowed that the agency is ensuring that the missing luxury vehicles of the Discaya will be located immediately, warning that those hiding the cars will be punished to the full extent of the law. Only 3 of the 12 cars have been recovered. This is going on based off the Discaya company that took over 300 billion or some ridiculous amount of flood projects from the government, and basically they're looking into it to see why and how they have so many luxury cars when a lot of these projects either haven't been completed, falling apart. There's a whole situation going on in the Philippines right now because flooding is getting out of control, and they're trying to figure out why this continues to happen, not just because of the weather or pollution. It seems to be a bigger thing at play over here, so I hope they come to a conclusion there. Next up, unable to endure constant gossip, a 35-year-old man lost his temper and pointed a toy gun at the brother-in-law and cousin around 1:30 a.m. Monday, September 1st in Upper Sario, San Roque, Barangay Bulacau, Cebu City, basically Cebu City somewhere. Buddy, I don't know who's at fault more here, the dumbass pulling a toy gun or the cousin that called the police and got this guy behind bars. So what's going on here? What kind of cut? I thought family was tight in the Philippines. What happened, bro? Let it go. It's a joke. Stop talking shit behind people's back, and maybe you won't get a toy gun pointed at your noggin. And then in a sad story, a 34-year-old British woman, Jessica Cariad Hopkins, tragically lost her life in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, in what police described as a dispute connected to a love triangle. Jessica, originally from Hertfordshire, was found in a park after an argument reportedly broke out between her housemate, a 33-year-old Congolese woman. Authorities say the 2 women had gone to a park together late at night when tensions escalated. Police later arrested the housemate at a nearby beauty salon. Bruh, come on, man. After that, you're gonna go to a beauty salon? During the questioning, investigators said the suspect admitted to being upset over the relationship issue involving the same man. Officials noted she could face serious charges, carrying a prison sentence of 10 to 15 years. Tributes have since poured in for Jessica from friends and neighbors in Cambodia. One described her as a, quote, lovely neighbor and dear friend, while others remembered her a beautiful soul with a kind and generous heart. The UK Foreign Office confirmed it is supporting Jessica's family and it is in contact with Cambodia authorities. Serious charges for just 10 years, I guess, depending on the charge and whether it was premeditated. Very sad. May she rest in peace. Let's go back to the Philippines and more on these ghost projects. Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson alleged that at least 2 Department of Public Works and Highway officials gambled away more than 300 million pesos each at a local casino. At the Senate session, Lacson said he had already passed on information about the gambling officials, whom he did not name, to newly appointed Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon. By the way, Vince Dizon did a lot of good work in the past 6 months of being appointed when it comes to transportation and trying to hold people accountable. He's been now promoted to this new position, so hopefully all his hard work does not go to waste and continues with the new appointee. And then there's been one arrest made in one of the 2 suspects surrendered inside the apartment where massage therapists stay in Pasay. His associate who alleged did stuff to the 2 girls of the victim is still being pursued. This is about the 13 massage therapists that were robbed, and 2 of them had stuff done to them without their consent. One of them was caught, very good news, but he's saying that it wasn't him that did that stuff. It was his partner or the other guy who's still on the run. But good to see police have arrested at least one of the 2 suspects. And then a woman in Pattaya, Thailand caused concern after suddenly running into traffic. Witnesses estimated she is around 40 years old. Although her identity and nationality have not been confirmed, rescue teams tried to approach her as she appeared distressed, alternating between fear and confusion. Eventually, they managed to calm her down. I guess the Thai heat will do some crazy things to you, make you want to just run around without any clothes on, but probably some kind of alternative reason, maybe some kind of hallucinogen or whatever she's taken, presumably. Or somebody tried to do something to her. She's like, nope, I'm not having it. Ran on the street, but then why be so confused, right? Staying in Thailand, police arrested a foreign driver caught on a viral video drifting his pickup truck outside a convenience store in Phuket and seized the vehicle. Both the driver and passenger were reported to be foreigners, although their nationalities are not confirmed. Later, a foreign woman commented under the viral post admitting that the pickup belonged to her. She claimed that the driver were unaware that drifting was illegal in Thailand. The woman apologized to the public and expressed her willingness. Really, you didn't know you could be drifting around outside parking lot in the street and people around. Also, I know the nationality of the driver, a Turkish man and also an Uzbek man were in the car. And let's go back to the Philippines and something maybe a bit positive. Cebu is seeing a surge in visitors from Japan and Taiwan, helping offset a drop in Korean tourist arrivals. From January to June 2025, Japanese arrivals reached 127,000, already surpassing last year's total, while Taiwanese arrivals also grew. The Department of Tourism in Central Visayas is promoting Cebu not just for leisure, but also for culture, education, events, and ESL programs. New flight routes, visa-free travel deals, and tourism circuits like gastronomy, pilgrimage, and outdoor activities are boosting interest. Hotels confirm that ESL students from countries like Japan, Korea, Egypt, India, and Vietnam are driving long-term stays, benefiting local accommodations and services. But yeah, like I mentioned, a lot of it because of students or people coming for other reasons and staying long-term at these hotels. Good to see that although Koreans and Chinese tourists have dropped, that there is a rise in other Asian countries. And then lastly, rescue volunteers from the Sawang Mangkon Ratta Association successfully rescued 3 boys who had been swept away by floodwaters, and they were stranded on a tree in Tal Diao Subdistrict, Lamsak District in Thailand. According to preliminary reports, 4 children were crossing rice fields behind some Christian school on their way home in Ban Luang village, unaware of the canal in the area. They were caught by floodwaters and swept several hundred meters downstream. One child, who was a strong swimmer, managed to reach safety and alerted rescuers about the tree and other friends who remained trapped. Crazy stuff. I'm glad they are safe. And that's it for today. Nothing too crazy going on. A little bit different news from around Asia. And now it's time for a segment. Oh, before I do that, I'll tell you guys about how I got 2 separate transactions of $86,000 on my credit card, which prompted my credit card company to shut down, or at least pause any transactions until I can confirm. And yeah, so it looked like it was from Grab, the basically Uber of Asia, the ride-sharing application. What had happened was, for some reason, for those 2 transactions alone, Grab had tried to charge me in US dollars or Canadian dollars instead of Vietnamese dong, because $1 is only $1 is 26,000 right now, which means the Grab ride was only $3. But because it was charged in dollars, obviously my limit's not even 100,000, bro. So it's not even 20,000 probably. So no way it's gonna go through. But that caused me some issues where I gotta go ahead and try to fix that so I can continue using my card. I mean, kind of annoying, but nothing serious. No, I was not charged over $100,000 for anything. So now it's time for a segment Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video, beginning with a couple super thanks. So thank you guys for the super thanks. And yesterday I mentioned I went like this and try to show you guys whoever donated yesterday, and I completely forgot to add the overlay. So thank you guys from yesterday as well. If you guys want to show some extra support for the channel, you can use the super thanks. But if you want more of your donations actually coming to me and not like YouTube taking over 30%, you can go ahead and buy me a coffee. The link is in the description down below, or you can go ahead and scan this QR code right here. Here are some of our top comments. Robert Goodson says, the person who did not pick up on you not being able to say certain words, well, you can't please everyone, can you? Just keep doing your thing. We all enjoy it. I also had a smile on my face when you told us about why the students had those funny hat coverings. My favorite was the yellow chainsaw with the teeth. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That took a bit of a thought for sure and built time to create. The teacher should have get a part pat on the back for keeping the students engaged and to stop any possible cheating. I completely agree. Seems like many people enjoyed that comment as well. Tor says, good, they denied that PDF. Very well said. And Dave says, I always appreciate your effort, Alex. Thank you, guys. That is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Share your comments regarding any of the topics I covered. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, yo, yo, yo.